Okay, CAD 103. Let's talk a little bit about just basic CAD commands, what you're going to be doing in your first CADs 1 and 2. CAD is very simple, guys, and the textbook that you're using really starts out at the rudimentary level, just drawing lines and circles and things like that. Actually, you're going to be making some templates too. I'm going to talk a little bit about templates, which are .dwts and then .dwgs, the difference in the two. So when you pull up AutoCAD, this is 2017. You guys may have 2016, but it's going to look very similar to this. You can just hit Start Drawings, or you can click on this and grab one of the templates. The ACAD.dwt is just a generic template that AutoCAD loads when you get this AutoCAD program on your computer. I'm going to actually, this is my template. It's a metric. I was going to use it, but I want to stay away from the metric right now. So I'm just going to open up the basic CAD template, or you can just hit Start Drawing. All right, first thing you need to know, there's three ways to enter in geometry. This is your actual PowerPoint, all right, in your Unit 1. And this is the basic commands that you're going to use. All right, it's going to be in the Home tab. Um, there it is. Where's my cursor? All right, so it's going to be in the Home tab, and I don't know why my cursor is not working. Let me go back to a smaller screen. All right, so these are what you're going to be using, but I'm going to show you just regular shortcuts. All right, so let's go to constructing line. L. All you got to do is enter L, guys. Uh, and the good thing with AutoCAD, once I enter L enter, I'm going to enter a coordinates. I'm going to say 0, 0, enter. Now what happens, it takes me right to the intersection of my X and Y. Everything in here, guys, is positive, positive. So if I want to go, F8 is ortho. I'm going to hit it real quick. It allows me to draw in straight lines. So this is the direct distance mode. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to type 10, enter. So I've made a line to the right at 10-inch increments, or whatever unit we're using. I'm going to go straight up and go 10, enter. I'm going to move my cursor to the right, 10, enter. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about something. This is OSNAP. It says endpoint. What happens is that AutoCAD recognizes you want to go to that endpoint, so you want to left click, right click. All right, and basically it snaps to that point. Now there's other ways to enter in geometry. Let me scroll up here. That's the direct distance mode, where you just move your cursor to the direction you want to go and enter in the value. There's also a way to start geometry using the O snaps. And if you go down here and click on one of these, let's click on this one and go to snap settings. Right in here is called object snap. And you got whatever's checked here, endpoint, center, intersection. I'm going to go ahead and snap quadrant. And I'm going to go ahead and click, let's go tangent and midpoint. Hit OK. Now I go to line, L, enter. Now I'm going to hover over the midpoint of that line and watch my O snap to it. Left click, and basically I'm going to come off, I'm on F8 right now, so I'm going to come off F8. F8, remember, allows you to draw in straight 90-degree angles. So basically I've snapped to that area right there. Now if I want to go straight up, and this is the direct distance mode, type 5, enter. And I want to go straight over. Notice that AutoCAD reads, this is a 360-degree circle. AutoCAD reads it and counters. See how I'm going this way, and the 26 is showing up, 34, and if I go this way, same difference. This is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this is back to 0. Okay, that's the direct distance mode. Just move your cursor, type in a link. All right, there is another type mode. That's the running O snaps. All right, polar tracking is what I just showed you. So if I do L and I snap to that end, notice that I'm at polar tracking, if you go here and back to your snap settings and go to polar tracking, turn it on and set this to 45 or whatever degree you want, hit OK. Watch how my cursor now snaps at 45. See that? Snaps there at 45, snaps there at 45, there at 45. So whatever degree you set your polar tracking at, your cursor snaps when it gets there. That's called polar tracking. That's another drawing aid. And you can set that by how I just showed you. Let's talk about another way. Okay, let's talk about this. This area right here is this area up in here. All right, so everything plus plus. Remember, X is this way, Y is this way. So if I say L enter, and I want to enter in a coordinates on the screen, say 10, 10. What happens is that it starts at 10 units this way, 10 units up, right? Now I'm at 10, 10. If I go at, all right, and I enter a distance of 10, and I tab over to this section over here, and I go 45, enter, what happens is this is called the, not the direct distance mode, but the polar. All right, so basically you use the at symbol. All right, once you've determined the point that you want to start at, use the at symbol, a distance, and then tab over to put your angle. So I'm going to go at again. I'm going to say 10 again, and I'm going to go with an angle of 0. Enter. So basically I went 0 this way at 10. That's a cool way of entering into your geometry. All right, circles. See enter. That's all you got to do. Snap to that. Put it down. Always look at your command prompt. That's your next instruction. So it says specify radius of circle, or what you see in brackets, you can do a D for diameter, and I'm going to say 5 diameter. So now I drew a circle that was 5 in diameter from this. Remember, I snapped to the end point of that. Now I'm going to go L, enter. I'm going to show you a little shortcut. Hold your shift button down, right click. These are all your O snaps. Let's go tangent. Let's use a tangent to this circle. And then let's use our polar method of entering in geometry. I'm going to go at 10, tab over, or just do an angle symbol, and do 45, enter. And then always use escape to come out of a command. So basically I did a line that was tangent here. All right, at my distance, and then I used the polar, and I gave it 45. Now I want to go back this direction. I'm going to go L, enter, snap here. I'm going to do at 10, tab over to my angle, and what is that angle this way? That's 180, enter. All right, so I went that way. Now, you can also do negatives. If I do L, enter, and I want to do a distance, this time I'm going to go at, I'm going to go negative 10, all right, with an angle of, let's say, 270, enter. Oh, I can't do, see, sorry, in the direct distance mode, you have to type 10 and do, oops, go L again, at 10, tab over 270, boom, that takes me down. Now let's talk about the other mode. So you got direct distance, polar, and then you have relative. So we're going to go L, enter. I'm going to enter in 25, 25. So that's going to put me 25 this way, 25 up. I'm going to enter. So that's where I'm starting at. Now I'm just going to do a 10, 10, enter. So what happens is it's relative to my last segment, but it's coming off the 0, 0. So it basically took my line 10 this way, 10 up. Okay? So those are your two different types of entering in. Direct distance, relative, and polar. I like polar, but I like relative too. So I'm going to go L, enter. I'm going to go way out this time. Let's go 30, 30 to start my line, way out here. And I'm going to go 35, 35, enter. So basically it took it from the 0, 0 and went 35 units this way, 35 units up to get my endpoint. That's the relative. I'm going to use polar now and say at 10 with an angle of 0, enter. So basically, I started from here, did an at, this is 10 degrees long, 10 units long, and I went 0 that way. All right, guys, just some basics. You're going to be up in the home tab here. You're going to be using all of these. I taught you how to do it on the keyboard. That's how I cut my teeth. Any questions, send me an email.